Excellent qualifying by Anthony Teal gives him pole position for the first final. Heat wins by Brenton Miller and Phil Ingram contribute to their second and third on the grid. Stu Simon starts grid 4. Laucum and O'Connor on the third row. Anthony Teal brings them round at a fair belt. John Vargo does his best to slow them down, but Premier Class starts in a hurry and it's green. Miller trying to get in, but Ingram's got the inside and will hold second. Teal leads. Laucum's up to third. Miller down to fourth and under pressure from Jonathan Lisseter and Oliver Allwood. Allwood defensive down the inside to hold off Stu Simons and passes Lisseter. It's Teal, Ingram, Laucum away at the front. Still side by side in the midfield. Ingram holding off Laucum into pylon. Jenkins and O'Connor fighting it out in the midfield, side by side through the end of the lap complex. Teal leads, he's pulled out a few kart lengths. Ingram still under pressure from Laucum. Here comes Mark Laucum up the inside. He's got a long way in. Will he be able to hold it on the exit? Well, he's got the inside line for the second hairpin. He will hang on to second place. It's a great move. And here comes Brenton Miller, using the opportunity of Laucum's pass to tip in over the top in the pylon. Passing Ingram. Allwood forces his way past as well. It's a great start from Oliver Allwood in this first final. Best showing so far. Lisseter has passed Ingram now. Has Ingram got a problem? Simons has passed him down the main straight. Ingram down to 7th and under pressure. And losing out to Craddock as well. Yes, Phil Ingram's definitely got a problem. Simons passing Lisseter there. That was for 5th place. Lisseter under pressure from Mark Craddock. Three laps in the booth. Teal leads by the best part of a second from Mark Laucum. Brenton Miller, Oliver Allwood. Gap to Simons in 5th. Lisseter, Craddock, Jenkins, Randall. Powell trying to put a move on O'Connor for 13th place. And now under pressure from Darren Teal. Craddock inside of Lisseter, clean as you like at the first hairpin. Lisseter's got no answer for that. And he's under pressure now from Jamie Jenkins, but he's got the inside for the second hairpin. Will Jenkins try and go around the outside to see if he can pass him into pylon? O'Connor losing out to Chris Powell and Andy Cowell. 3 wide in the final corner, doesn't go. Cowell takes the position. Andy Cowell up to 15th. McCullough picking off Palmby in the jar. That's for about 17th or 18th. It's a long final. Pete O'Connor just beginning to recover some of the ground that he's lost. Remember, he started 6th. He currently runs in 18th. So Teal, O'Connor, Miller, Allwood, gap to Simons, Craddock, Lisseter, Jenkins, Randall, Blackett, Ingram. Cowell picking off Chris Powell. Lisseter set the fastest lap the last time by. He's closed in on Mark Craddock. He's not out of this. This is the fight for 5th place. As the first 4 go through. Teal putting a move on Simon Lloyd. That's for 12th place. Cal now dicing with Kieran McCullough. That's over 14th, and I think McCullough's going through. Eventually, into hairpin 2 on the crisscross. Can Cal get back past him? He can't. McCullough's got the inside line for turning into pylon. Teal's lead, 0.6 of a second. Lowcombe holding off Brenton Miller. Craddock passes Stu Simons around the inside of turn 1. Simons coming straight back at him. Stuart Simons back to 5th place. Jenkins now up from his 13th on the grid, looking to find a way around the outside of Mark Craddock. Got to be careful not to let Jonathan Lisseter in or Trevor Randall behind. And they're all still in line. Almost halfway through this 17-lap final. Anthony Teal's pushed his lead out by just a couple of tenths to 0.8 of a second. Craddock setting up Simons again, and he has passed him. Jenkins again looking to the outside of the hairpin 2. That could let in Jonathan Lisseter, but Jenkins is hung on around the outside. And he's through and up to 6th place. Craddock leads the group, fighting for 5th. He's 4.3 seconds down on Anthony Teal. And Teal's brother Darren has joined the back of this group, setting the fastest lap in the tour that they've made for him. Jenkins now looking for a way past Mark Craddock. Endurance teammates. End of lap 10, and Craddock on the defensive now, trying to hold off Jamie Jenkins, who's looking rapid and looking for a way by, trying to claw back points on championship leader Phil Ingram. Clackett now putting a move on Trevor Randall. Doesn't work. Randall holds on to 9th for now. Jenkins is through. Darren Teal puts a move on Phil Ingram. Doesn't work. Ingram hanging on to 11th. Just doesn't seem to have the cart. Craddock looking to pick up the toe from Jamie Jenkins, who's gone defensive to hold him off. Simons losing a cart length. Can he gain it back into the first hairpin? McCullough inside of Ingram. That's probably for about 11th place. Looks like Jenkins and McCullough are trying to work together to pull clear of Stu Simons. And they have pulled out a couple of tenths. Trevor Randall has passed Jonathan Lisseter. Craddock looking to the inside of Chris Bell. That's for 19th. No rest for Mark Lowcombe. He's had Brenton Miller just about on his rear bumper for this entire race. Allward beginning to fall away. Jamie Jenkins is towing Mark Craddock clear of Stuart Simons. McCullough inside of Darren Teal. Clean as you like. The first hairpin. That's for 11th place. Teal, Lowcombe, Miller, Brenton, Miller there, only able to get within half a cart length of Mark Lowcombe. I don't think he's waiting for an opportune moment to overtake. I think he's hoping for a mistake from Mark Lowcombe. Lisseter on the bumper of Trevor Randall in the fight for 8th place. He's dropped back and could be in trouble with Lee Clackett behind. Simon's making ground just a little bit on Mark Craddock and Jamie Jenkins. Lee Clackett moves on to the bumper of Jonathan Lisseter. On to the penultimate lap. Teal matching Lowcombe and Miller on lap time. Miller closer than he's been before. Doesn't go for a lunge up the inside. Now Brenton looking a little bit more comfortable than he has been for a while. In the wheel tracks of Mark Lowcombe. Nearly have a shot up the inside. Well, he's dropped half a cart length. Onto the bumper again, looking to get a run out the final corner down to turn 1. Is he close enough this time? Well, Lowcombe's got half a cart length and good drive out the corner. On to the final lap. Allwood is clear in 4th place. Ignore John Peddock, he's been lapped. Clackett inside Lisseter. Into turn 1. Lowcombe defensive. Into the first hairpin. They're just closing up on Anthony Teal, but I don't think there's time to make a pass. McCullough puts a move on Lisseter. Lisseter now down to 11th place. In the pylon. Lowcombe has got it covered. He's closing onto the bumper of Teal. I think Teal's managing this to the finish. One more corner for Brenton Miller. He's not close enough. Anthony Teal wins from Mark Lowcombe and Brenton Miller. Great finish for Oliver Allwood in 4th.